Okay, first thing first, just I want to honor your time. If you are a freeloader, if you are somebody that I'm never going to pay for anything ever, it's all free, then this is not going to be the video for you. This will get you irritated because yes, I am going to tell you how I paid off the debt, but you're not going to like the how-to solution. So I'll just tell you that right now. Save yourself the time. You would consider that clickbait, even though it's not. You just don't like it doesn't fit your definition of what you're looking for. So like I said, if you want like something where I don't want to pay any money, just move on. Okay, all right. If you're still with me, then that means that you're open-minded and you're considering, yeah, you know what? Sometimes in order to get a good process, get a good system, it does cost a little bit of money. So how did I pay off $163,000 in debt? In fact, I'll put the image down below. This was all via a home equity line of credit, which is, yeah, definitely a personal debt. That debt was actually bigger than that, but that had to do with some business debt. But that puts the numbers kind of to the point where it's almost like, whatever, you're just making these numbers up. So I don't even use those numbers because it seems a little too crazy. So we'll just go with $163,000 in debt. So how did I do that? What did exactly I focus on? And that is pretty much the whole backbone. That is whole kind of what has brought me here to having started moneywithclay.com, a site where I am, and you've probably heard me talk about it before in past vlogs, but now this is kind of like the official launch of it because I have my foundational, introductory kind of, the core of cores as far as what I'm offering available, and that is the SLAB Money Method. SLAB standing for sleep like a baby, because if you can sleep like a baby at night, then you're peaceful. You're just, I've had 4 kids, and then when they're sleeping, you could be banging a drum, they'll sleep through anything. And that's the goal, because for me, that's what wealth is all about. Wealth is about the ability to have, to be stress-free, to not sit there, how are we gonna make that payment? Should we do this or that as far as that payment? And that is, what I have. When I say I have financial freedom, I don't mean financial freedom as in, hey, let me take you out to my garage and I'll show you my, my Lambo, my Porsche, what are some other fancy cars, Nate?
Tesla.
My Tesla. They're going down. They're getting shorted there. Aston Martin, my Bentley. No, I'm not talking about financial freedom in that sense. I am talking about financial freedom where I am not laying in bed at night going, how am I going to pay this? That bill's due tomorrow. Should I do that? No, because I have a system. I have a strategy in place that has worked for me, aka that debt gone, and continues to work for me, aka I am now building wealth. And that's what I want to share with you. That's what I want to walk you through step by step by step with this new course that has come out. So if you find yourself in a spot where you do have debt and you're to the point where like this is wearing me out. Let's get to it. Then this will help. Maybe you're at a spot where you don't have any debt. Maybe you're thinking about maybe there's some potential. This course is for you. Maybe you are debt-free. Congratulations. Isn't it great to feel debt-free? If you are debt-free, like I am, down in the comment section, could you just maybe give like how great it is to be debt-free, how great it is to not have any sort of payments? Because not because you've taken in the course just came out, but just to offer motivation to kind of back up what I'm saying. Because yes, I am debt-free. I don't own debt at all. That includes houses. There is no debt, and I can say it feels awesome. Talk about feeling in control of things. Talk about feeling like the sky's the limit. And this is something anybody can do. Anybody can become debt-free. Anybody can build wealth. One of the things that always rubs me the wrong way is, the system's rigged. The system's rigged against against people. That is so wrong. Look at past data. Look at the past data of not only the real estate market, but the stock market. Look at that past data. What has both those markets done over time? Over time is key, not overnight. Not over a year, not over, a couple years, over time. What are those markets done? Gone up. Have you ever heard of this thing called power of compounding interest? Just math. So you have this with this mathematic principle of compounding interest, and you live in a country where you have good, if you're watching this in some third world country, I suppose your system is probably rigged. And it would be very tough in that situation. So I'm not talking about those situations. But if you're in a developed country, then the system is rigged for you to become a millionaire. And the SLAB Money Method, that's what it's ultimately geared towards. turning you into a millionaire with it, which is something anybody can do. And that's why it gets me so fired up. That's why I'm so passionate about it. And this is why for me, this whole project, this whole new site, it's not about the money at all. Oh, Clay, you're just saying that. Go look at the price of the SLAB Money Method. If you think that I'm in it for what I'm charging, that's not going, it will bring in income, yes, but is it going to bring in no, I mean, it's 129 bucks. So, that's not exactly expensive for something that can totally change your life, and it will change your life. And that is why I'm offering up with it a 1-year money back guarantee. If you're going through it and you're like, wow, none of this is working, I'm not seeing any results, you're gonna see results if you do what I say. If you fill out the checklist that I give you, if you follow the step-by-step thing that I give you. Trust me, I'm a process engineer by degree. You know what really I love to do? I love to write instruction manuals. For some of you, you're like, what? Did he just say he loves to write instruction manuals? That sounds like the boringest thing ever. Yeah, I'm a weirdo, but that's us engineers. That's especially us process engineers. That's what I was trained to do, right? How do you get from point A to B? How to put together a checklist, how to make sure that everything is covered because somebody needs an instruction manual on how to do something. In this case, it's how to destroy your debt. It's how to take control. And then ultimately, it's how to become and turn yourself into a millionaire, which again, everyone and anyone can do. Well, Clay, no, don't listen to those people. This, like I said, it's not even an opinion. Just go back and look at the data. What has the stock market done since its existence? Now, has it had some of these? Yeah, absolutely. But over time, what has the real estate market done? Ask your parents, hey, what'd you pay for your house? Ask your grandparents, hey, what'd you pay for your house? And then just go back, refresh on this thing called compounding interest. We all learn about it in school. And you combine those two things together, why can't you become a millionaire? Well, I lease my car, so I have all these car payments. I have all these student loans for my PhD in the history of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. They have all these payments all over the place, all this debt. Well, no kidding. It's hard to save when you have all this debt, but don't worry about it. You can get rid of the debt. It's not easy. I'm not sitting here saying that, oh yeah, and it's like a magic bullet. No, it's like a magic pill. No, but with a plan, with a system, with a strategy that I used, $163,000 in debt to get my debt out of here. That's what I'm sharing with you. And it's none of this broad, general, rah stuff. No. Back to the process engineer thing. You get checklist. You get literal, okay, fill this form out. Take that form and apply it to this form. Do this, do that, do that. Take this and then you put it here. And it walks you through everything. And none of this is in theory. At the end of the day, it's essentially kind of common sense. It's essentially just math. But if common sense when it came to this stuff was common, then you wouldn't have the statistics that you see out there about people being in debt, people having this, people having that. It just wouldn't exist. So yeah, what I'm teaching is not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be pleasant. So I don't want to come across like that, but it works. And it works because it's just math. It's just making a decision that you want to get rid of this debt. Because once you get rid of debt, guess what happens? You can start to build wealth. And again, I'm not saying wealth in the sense of you're going to have a ton of fancy cars, but in all honesty, that is a part where if you're a car person, when you get to that part, then yeah, you can start to do stuff like that. I'm not saying wealth is you're traveling on exotic vacations all the time, but you know what? When you do have true wealth, then you know what? That ultimately becomes a choice for you. Is this going to happen overnight? No. So I don't want to come across like any of this is some sort of get-rich-quick system. It's nothing like that at all. It is a process. And more importantly, it is a lifestyle. That is the core goal of the method, to teach you a lifestyle of productivity, to teach you a lifestyle of working smarter and not harder. And having a bunch of debt payments all over the place, that is working harder than what you need to be. You are a slave to your money. You are working for your money instead of making your money work for you. So that's the ultimate goal here. And the final thing that I'll just leave you with, not only is there here's why I'm offering a 1-year guarantee. Because this is how the numbers break down. It's $129. There's 52 weeks in a year. That means that you either have to make $2.50 more per week or not spend $2.50 more per week. And there you go. Course is paid for itself. Ready? Penny saved is a penny earned. Or you can just go out there and earn the money and make $2.50 more per week. If you can do that, then the course is paid for. I guarantee that the course will get you to the point where you can either make $2.50 more per week, or you can save $2.50 more per week. That I guarantee you. And that just goes to show that this is not some sort of unrealistic, no, I get it. I want to help you. I really do want to help you. Okay, here's my course for $9.97. Holy smokes. Okay, but you know, you gotta just, it's not a lot. And it's a question of, if you are still watching at this time, then that tells me that I really do think that you're motivated. And I think you really do want to do it. So here's the thing. Down below, there is, actually no, we can just let's just give it right now, because if they made it this far, how long do you think we're at?
About 10 minutes.
Okay, so if people are still watching right now, what coupon code should we use?
For the discount?
Yeah, for these people, to bring it down to $99.
I don't know, do something like, I made it to the end of the video or something.
Okay, all right. End of YT video?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So we'll put it up on the screen now. End of YT video is going to give you access to the $99 course. Now, a couple weeks ago in a vlog, I said, hey, if you sign up for the email, you'll get a special offer. So it's still going to be the same offer that's emailed out to them. But if you're still watching at this point, then yeah. What did I say? End of YT. We'll put it on the screen. So the coupon code that's on the screen, now it's $99, okay? $99. And we want to make this expire, though. Actually, no. If anybody ever watches this and you make it this far, that tells me that. So it won't. Or do we want to make it expire? Business decisions as we speak. It's not about the money. We won't make it expire. So $99 if you use that coupon code because you made it this far. So yeah, I promise you, I can do it. $163,000. Like I said, just look down below. That was the bill that the bank sent me that held the line of credit on my house at its peak. But it's gone. I destroyed it, and you can destroy it too. You just got to kind of get that. You got to get a little psycho about it, and that's going to help you with. I'm going to help get you a little psycho, help you get a little irritated, and you're going to crush that debt. Now, like I said, if you don't have any debt, awesome, but you still have to make sure that you build up some defenses for yourself, and then after those defenses are built up, you can start to expand. You can start to build wealth. So the course covers everything, from A to Z. It has a mini course within it called Work Smarter, Not Harder. So if maybe you have a teenager or you yourself are thinking about going to college, then there's something with that where I use good math. None of this is opinion. I'm always using math, and I use math in a kind of a funny type of way. I mean, if you've taken my courses, you've seen I kind of have a childish sense of humor. But anyways, so there's if you're thinking about going to college, if you're thinking about buying a house, how to properly go about vehicles and all that sort of stuff, life insurance, and then credit cards. All those are little modules within the, kind of as an added-on course. But the main course itself is focused on helping you first get control, put together a plan, executing the plan, aka destroying that debt, and then from there building up defenses and ultimately expanding and building wealth. So if that sounds good to you, then whatever that coupon, end of YouTube, it'll be on the screen. Use that, and you can get the course for $99. Let's go. It's time to become a millionaire.